This is that time, Mr. Olympia Ronnie Copeland, and you're watching Muscle in the Morning. Yeah, buddy.
Welcome to Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by IronMag Labs. Make your mark. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Thursday, October 13th, 2016. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Over the last few years, the Ferrigno Legacy Classic has been a sort of coming out party for athletes like Brad Rowe and Josh Lenardowitz. And heading into this year's contest, the new face you'll want to keep an eye on just might be former NPC National Heavyweight Champ Charles Griffin. This week, Muscle in the Morning was able to get our hands on some exclusive photos of Griffin just over 3 weeks out from making his pro debut. And it looks to me as if soon-to-be Impact rookie Griffin is getting more dangerous by the day. Griffin has packed on a ton of new muscle since last year's win at the Nationals and seems to be right on track to bring back that same level of impressive conditioning. With another solid 3 weeks or so to tighten up and carve in detail, Griffin could certainly turn into a dark horse and take home a top 3 finish. All systems seem to be a go so far this offseason for our old friend Pete Ciccone. Earlier in the week, Mr. 619 Muscle released some new video from a recent triceps training session, where we see the old veteran looking about as good as we've ever seen him during this point in any offseason. Once again, this year, Cecconi made his way back to the stage and proved that you can, in fact, still teach an old dog a few new tricks, showing off some noticeable improvements in both of his outings. Whether he's on or off the stage, Cecconi is truly one of the great ambassadors of bodybuilding everywhere he goes. And I'm sure that the next time we see him throw down the gauntlet, that we're going to get the absolute best that Pete Ciccone has to offer. Well then, I guess it didn't take long for Shaun Clarida to get his groove back. Earlier in the week, the giant killer was spotted in the gym, absolutely crushing a set of 140-pound dumbbells on the bench, officially kicking his off-season program up into high gear. After another standout season that included a handful of top 10 finishes and a career-best placing on the Olympia stage, Clarida looks to be more motivated than ever to get back to work and continue building what's become one of the most improved physiques in the entire 212 division over the past few years. The giant killer always seems to do a nice job of packing on just the right amount of muscle in all the right places to give his physique an added dimension. And if he can keep the engine rolling along, I don't see any reason why he can't have another career year in 2017. For some athletes, the grind just doesn't stop. And I can tell you from personal experience that Guy Cisternino is without a doubt one of those athletes. Less than 1 week out from attempting to put an exclamation point on his season at the Phoenix Europa Pro, Cisternino is still attacking the weights and training like a man possessed. If you remember back to last year's Phoenix show, it was an excellent Cisternino who wound up finishing a close second behind eventual winner Charles Dixon. And with both Dixon and Cisternino making their way back to the desert this year, the fans in attendance are definitely going to see some fireworks. At his best, Cisternino is one of the top 212 athletes on the planet. But if he's going to stop the tank from defending his title, he better make sure he brings his A game. But then again, doesn't he always? It doesn't look like Mitchell Staats has missed a beat lately. Recently, the second-year pro was spotted knocking out another late-night leg workout as he continues to power along through his extended off-season. If you remember back around this time last year, Staats was really one of the big talks in bodybuilding, following a dynamic third-place rookie debut at the Phoenix Europa Pro. And despite not hitting the stage this year, all signs appear to be pointing to Staats still looking about as big and as nasty as he's ever been. When he's at the top of his game, Staats has a unique combination of gifts that make his physique really special. And whenever he decides to dial it in and throw his hat back into the ring, I'm 100% certain that he'll be a force to be reckoned with. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by IronMag Labs. Make your mark, Check out IronMagLabs.com today. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.